Happiness TV, where we give you exciting tips for better relationships, health, and wealth. Welcome to a segment I like to call Spiritual Fancy Wednesday. Today, our topic is the male-female rift, and we have a very special guest. He is an energy healer and a relationship expert. So welcome to Practice Happiness TV, Gustavo Castañer. Hi, Gustavo. Welcome to Practice Happiness. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So today we're talking about the male-female rift. Can you explain to our viewers what that is? A lot of people have no idea what that means.
Well, the male-female rift has its origins in ancient times, where male-dominated religions created this whole distorted idea, belief systems, and attitudes towards women. That women were inferior, weak, could not have a profession, job, opinion, education, and basically they could not have a direct connection to God. So women fell onto unworthiness, thinking, well, if I cannot be and have all those things, then there must be something wrong with me. And that created the separation, the rift, the struggle between the sexes.
This is the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because as far as I know, this does affect relationships quite a bit, even though it happened in ancient times.
Yeah, that's true, because it doesn't matter if it happened so long ago, it happens for so long and so many years that every woman that experiences this was imprinted and encoded in their soul memory. Plus, in the DNA, you have all that information. So when you give birth to a child, you're passing down that unworthiness, that guilt, everything, and it goes generation to generation, and it's basically encoded in the billions of souls.
Wow, so what you're saying is that even though this happened thousands of years ago, it's still affecting women that are in relationships today.
Yeah.
So what would that look like in a relationship?
Well, imagine this. Imagine you're a woman and basically you were treated as an animal, as a commodity. You have this men that have a very reptilian brain, and they would only use you to, pleasure themselves, have sex, and, for you to have as many children as they wanted. And women were sold, bought, raped, abused, and they created, women created a lot of deep-seated anger towards men. And not only that, but they didn't trust men. So till this day, you can see many women who get very, very angry at men for maybe no particular reason, or something insignificant triggers that wrath. And then you have women who don't trust men, and it doesn't matter if it's her dad, a stranger in the street, or her partner. They have a resistance to trust and open up to men.
Very interesting. I think I definitely can relate to that. And my family, I come from a family of very strong women, and I did have some trust issues with men, but I thought that was something that it was just because of the way men are. Mm-hmm. What would you say to someone that thinks that way?
Well, not only that, but you have also the competition side. So a lot of women, because they think in their soul that they're a failure, then they shut down their divine feminine essence and have, an overdrive of masculine energy, and they get into, high executive positions, businesses, and they try to compete with men. And when you have a man, an actual man in a relationship, and then a woman with very high masculine energy, you're going to get a lot of fighting because there's a lot of competition. There's no balance.
That makes absolute sense. Actually, I did meet a mentor once that told me that women needed to learn to wear pink underwear in the bedroom.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
Well, men love that. Men love a woman that is completely confident in her own sensuality, sexuality, and is very feminine-like.
So what would you suggest to women that have those kinds of trust and anger issues toward men today?
Well, that's a very inner healing process. If you find yourself in the male-female rift and you're a woman and you find that you have an overdrive of that masculine energy, then you want to do things that cultivate that divine feminine energy. spending more time with women who have this awareness and do things that nurture that feminine-like energy. If you are a woman that, you have mistrust issues with men, then you want to go deep inside and just surrender to your own inner masculine energy because you have that energy within you. And when you surrender to that, you will be able to experience a rebirth and have that balance of energies. And men will sense that and they can drop all the nonsense of, making a lot of money and buying cars, houses just to impress you. And, they can be who they are.
Very interesting. And you said that it is possible for a woman to have both, to be the career woman, but still have a successful relationship at home.
Yeah, absolutely. We're living in modern times, and women can do both. It's just a matter of balance. That when you're in work, then that's you're in working mode, successful. But when you come home to your partner, you drop that energy, and you are a partner. Work stays there, and now you're the feminine, you're the wife or the girlfriend.
Excellent. Sounds like a plan. So, Gustavo, I heard that you have a webinar coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sometimes I give free webinars for people to experience my work. And this Saturday, November 10th, we're going to be giving a free webinar on the male-female rift, like a full-on webinar to heal this. And I'll be guiding people through that process so that they can heal both men and women, because the men also have issues with the male-female rift, of course. And yeah, you can go to ascenderrelationships.com to find out about our webinars.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming in. So there you have it. A free webinar this Saturday on the Male-Female Rift at ascenderrelationships.com. So this is your Spiritual Candy segment. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Much love.